When did this company start?
Yeah. Okay, so it started, I mean, as so often, the history is kind of like, we tried to do something and then it went something else entirely. In 2004, I co-founded the business, and initially we were trying to do an online store ourselves. We were selling snowboards online.
So you were selling snowboards?
Yeah, right. So we were using Yahoo stores back then. So
oh yeah, Yahoo had a store product. I forgot.
Right. That's right. Program, Sphere, Web. They sold that to Yahoo. Yahoo, we wrote it a couple of times and then it became Yahoo stores, and we used that. The idea was, this was, my background is I'm a programmer. I apprenticed as a programmer, which is something you can do when you're from Germany, and I wanted to get sort of out of that a bit. I wanted to start a retail business. This was something else I was really interested in. We worked with manufacturers, got some snowboards, wanted to sell them. We wanted to use something off the shelf and realized there was no freaking way we could build the business we wanted based on off-the-shelf software that was available back in 2004. So over the course of this first season of sales, we replaced it with software we built ourselves, which 2004 was right the time when Ruby on Rails came out. So that was fun to play around with, and I got involved very much in the Ruby on Rails community.
David Hammeyer Hansen, 37 Signals, of course, were part of founding it.
Absolutely. Huge inspiration to us.
Where are they based in Canada?
No, they are based in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago, right.
Yeah, and David is from Denmark, also moved to Chicago then.
Yeah.
And that was good fun. We had a lot of fun building the technology, so like reinvigorated my kind of interest in programming back then. And sort of because of if you want to go into a full story there was again a lot of interest in early Ruby on Rails community, and a lot of people were following what I was doing. I was part of a core team and so on of Ruby on Rails, and so people were saying, it's really, really cool that you guys have this, Snow Devil, the snowboard store, but would you license the software? And then we sort of realized, well, maybe helping other people go through this and building their stores might actually be a better business than selling snowboards. And this is sort of how we pivoted. In 2006, we launched Shopify, sort of taking lessons from Basecamp. This was, again, even 2006, software as a service wasn't a term yet. So
right. People were not charging for cloud-based software at that time, with the exception of Basecamp. Yeah. And I'm trying to think of who else. Dropbox hadn't launched yet.
No,
it was the idea of offering a service in the cloud instead of downloading and installing software to a server. Didn't really exist.
Or much rather,
Salesforce.
Yeah, calling people. Like, I mean, if you wanted software, you had to talk to salespeople, and then there would be no prices on websites. Like even just putting a price on a website was innovative in 2004. Even though that sounds crazy.
Right. That screen where you have like, here's your three options, and this is the best one for you.
Yeah.
That was a true innovation by 37 Signals.
Absolutely, and it's hard to remember that at this point. But yeah, no, this was all really, really impressive, and it was so clear that was the way software should be sold on the internet, and then we wanted to do this for online stores.
And so you launched the product at $20-30 a month or something to have a store?
Yeah, we had a brief about a year period where we tried some really different things because we read things a bit wrong and wanted to go to freemium sort of before everyone else, and so we said no money up front and it's only a percentage-based fee, which was simply naive, really. It meant that it cost nothing for people who didn't end up having any sales, and it cost way too much for people who did have sales. So it took us a while to get this right, but what we settled on was $29, $24. Now it's down to $15 or $9, depending on which A/B test you're part of. And it's that's all you need to start up.